Iowa.
Ooh, they could use a
Watch
quarterback.
them fuck around and go to the Big Ten championship against Michigan next year.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's crazy because North Carolina and Clemson are playing in the ACC championship. 2 years ago, when that running back at Clemson, when he committed to Clemson, I guess him and Drake May went to the same high school.
Really?
And he was like, in 2020, Drake May was like, or I guess they're friends, they've known each other or something. And he was like, congrats, bro. See you in the ACC championship. Guess what?
Mm-hmm.
That was 2 years ago.
Damn it. That's fate.
That is fate. Let me find my work. My work group chat. Here we go.
That boy B. Ryan. Got a cold on Sunday. I can only surmise that game on Saturday was so bad it made me physically ill.
Brian, let me tell you something, bro.
That
I
shit
don't know
was
if
sad
you
as
can hear
hell.
my voice, but I had like a little bit of a cold sickness type of thing, and I have felt like garbaje all week, bro. And not to mention, we've been working late all week at work because, oh my God, Jacob DeGrom to the Rangers.
Really?
5-year, $185 million contract.
Breaking news. You heard it here first.
Going from a team that made the playoffs last year to a team that probably won't make the playoffs next year. The Rangers are always baffling as a franchise. They have all this money and they spend all this money on all these other players. Like, y'all haven't done really anything since y'all went to the World Series 2 years in a row back in the day.
Damn. Need some catch up for those Hashbrowns you're serving.
Hashbrowns. I love it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the shadow of the 2022 College Football Playoff Final Four teams. And after this past weekend, we got some answers. I think we did. One of those answers was that Oregon doesn't belong. As much as I hate to say that. That was painful. We both picked the Beavers. We both picked the Beavers. I feel like if one of us had picked the Ducks, it would have been different.
Maybe. But our flipped Ohio State-Michigan pick, I'm so upset about that shit.
I finessed you, my boy.
Because I said Michigan, and I was like, yeah, I just feel like Michigan.
And it wasn't close either.
It wasn't particularly close, and it was like, playing in the horseshoe, Ohio State, C.J. Stroud's been playing like crazy.
Now, Purdue is going to absolutely squish the bug and ruin all of our hopes and dreams of having Alabama.
If Michigan loses, they're still in.
I think
if Michigan loses, they're still in.
If Michigan loses, they are out and Bama's in. I promise you.
That's what they want. That's what the committee wants.
Yes.
Although, can you please explain to me how 10-2 Tennessee is ranked lower than 10-2 Alabama, and Tennessee beat Alabama?
Because they don't have their main guy anymore. If Hendon Hooker's still around, yeah, absolutely, they're ranked higher. But this team,
you hear me okay?
Yeah, hear you just fine. But this team is not the same team that had Hendon Hooker at the helm. It's a shame. You hate to see it. Like, has there been a recent storybook season crashed quite like Tennessee's this year? I can't believe we're sitting there saying this because we were so big on them earlier in the year.
No clue, my boy. Not one I can think of. Like, I can't think of a...
Yeah, Brian, it hurts, doesn't it? It literally lost to the Big Two.
I see, and me and Brian were talking about it, and I was like, I feel just the opposite. We beat Alabama and made the SEC championship, and I was like, yeah, we're 10-3, but okay.
A&M got a little piece of it last weekend, you know?
Y'all beat us like we stole something, bro.
Hey, you know what it was? All year, the biggest thing Jimbo's been saying in every interview, it seems like, is like, we're close. Like, we're on the brink of winning. These are big games. Like, look at Bama. They should have beat Bama. They were literally one play away. It's a bad play call. They should have beat Bama.
I should have been playing Conor Wegman all year, and I solved every one of your problems.
Well, I mean, that would have helped, but Jimbo's offense also is expired, and we got to get that shit fixed. But that being said, like, the A&M team you saw was the A&M team that we should have been seeing all year.
Facts. Now Haynes King's in the transfer portal.
Yeah, big shocker there, and they'll go get another big time quarterback next year anyway. So I mean, we're not
really surprised by that, to be honest with you.
No, of course.
Also, we did get some news, kind of sad news, a couple weeks ago.
Hit me.
The return of the NCAA football franchise for the video games has been delayed until 2024, summer of 2024. Which, I'm sad about because they said 2023, but also it's fine. I've waited 10 years. What's another year and a half?
Yeah. And I'm so
the game as good as you could possibly make it.
At this point, I'm so shell shocked and dead inside from games being delayed. It's like it's like the Jacob Franco meme where he's about to be hung and the guy's crying next to him, and it's like first time, oh, game got delayed. Whoop de fucking do. I'm so used to this.
Cool, bro.
It is what it is.
It is. I don't know, man. It's like. I don't know how to explain it sometimes. It's just
honestly, if it's polished great, whatever reason it is, by all means, please delay the game. I feel like if there's something that they're going to do that's going to separate it from Madden, obviously it's going to be interesting them having the NIL part tied into it, being able to actually use name, image, likeness for players and being able to put somebody on the cover. That's going to be wonderful. What I think that the big difference maker is going to be, and we've talked about this, is they got to bring these mini games back. They have to bring out these really, really wide playbooks. Just going to have the crazy Georgia Tech triple option bullshit in it. We need that level of. It's not
NCAA without a triple option playbook. Give me the Boise. I want that Chris Peterson era Boise State playbook that's a mile long.
Yes.
Give me all of it. I want all of that shit, bro. Bring back classic teams. Let me play as 2006 Boise State. Let me play as 2005 Texas. Let me play as 2019 LSU. Please, we have NIL now. You can put these players' names in the game. Another reason why I've heard they've been delayed is because they're working on a way to pay all the players because they want to put the real players' names in the game out of the box. So they've been working on doing that. And also, not every team has signed on to allow their images to be in the game.
Right.
So
yeah, there's a lot of contracts that are having to get done. And I mean, Brian made a joke give players final smash moves, which is that's funny, but also the hoops that they're having to hop through that they have had to hop through to make Super Smash Bros. To get the rights to all these characters to be in the games. Honestly, I feel like it's probably a very similar legal hoops that NCAA is having to go through right now.
I feel like almost on a grander scale, though.
Yeah, exactly, because there's just so many moving pieces to it. Honestly, you know what I would like to see with this? I would like to see an homage to the previous generations of players that were not able to be on the cover. I want a cover that doesn't have one player. I want a cover that's like a movie poster that's got several great players from the past however long it's been, 7, 8, 9 years.
Give me
I need Joe Burrow
Johnny Manziel,
I need Joe
Burrow.
I need
Lamar Jackson.
I need
Tyler Baker. Give me all.
I need the greats. I need Myles Garrett on there somewhere. I need the big players. Was Jadeveon Clowney? Did he miss it? I feel like he could also be a big one that would be on there.
No, he was in 13.
He wasn't 13?
He was in 13. No, he was in 14. I'm sorry, because his senior year was in 13.
Yeah, but
he was in the game.
But I want the cover to be like a movie poster where we have all these big players from the past. Sort of as a
or don't put anybody on the cover.
Right, or just put a big NCAA on there.
Or do like you used to do in the past. You could do a custom cover of a player from your school. Let me do
have
whoever a player is. Yeah, give me if I'm an LSU fan, let me put Jaden Daniels on the cover. Print me let me order it online, print me my custom cover. They can do that with NIL and they can pay these guys that want to be on the cover. Give me Kayshon Boutte. Yeah. Or let me get a Joe Burrow cover. I'm an LSU fan. Give me Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase or Leonard Fournette. Or Tyrann Mathieu. Let me have anybody I want,
hell yeah.
That would be dope. You can pay the people to do it.
No, I totally agree. Brian says, let me get a team of only Justin Herberts. All right, yeah, I can see that. Then you get Mariota on there. They need to get Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston deserved to be on there with a big-ass crab right behind him.
Hell yeah.
Just pay we need to get Brian Kelly on there with the meme quote of executing the team players,
trying to eat a W.
Trying to eat a W. We need all of that. Please just give me everything from the past couple of years on the cover. Let it be an homage to the years we've missed, And then moving forward.
Don't put anybody on the cover, but I want references to all make make it a serious game, but like give me the comedic parts of NCAA.
Yeah.
Like give me the funny shit that happens in college football. Like
lean into it,
Yeah. But also confirmed, Road to Glory is going to be back.
Mm-hmm.
And Dynasty Mode is obviously going to be back. And unfortunately, they're doing an Ultimate Team, but that's the face that runs the place when it comes to these new games, these new school games. That's what I love about 14, because 14 had an Ultimate Team, but this was like right on the brink before Ultimate Team became like the big thing it is these days.
Hell yeah!
So every coach's Mike Leach mod, different generated rant after every game. Yes,
you beat me to it. I was literally going to say that shit, Brian. Like I need that.
Please.
I need that. Like fully rendered cutscenes of Mike Leach just going the fuck off on reports.
Not even that. You in the game cut to a video of the real Mike Leach saying some of the wild shit he said.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. Like, let me get a classic team. Like, let me get a Mike Leach coach Texas Tech. Like, let me play with 2008 Texas Tech. Classic team. Like, let me play with them.
Let me build a coach. Like, I want to build a coach mode where you build a coach that just like you get a random selection of banana sandwich bullshit that you like. You could have Mike Leach. You could have who's the guy? I'm thinking of getting Mike Leach mixed up with somebody else. Who's the guy that coached at Oklahoma State? They had the I'm a
Mike Gundy.
Give me a Mike Gundy mode as well, where you can sit there and yell at people. Like, oh my god, I need that. Really.
I want like the funniest possible. Like, give me a coach that's like a combination of like Mike Gundy, Mike Leach,
yes,
Lane Kiffin. Ed Orgeron. Like, give me all these funny people. Like, oh my God. Deion Sanders. Like, let me be a combination of all these people. Also, there's rumors going around that Deion Sanders to Colorado is a done deal.
Please. The Buffalo needs something to be relevant again. So please, let that happen.
And I think Deion can take Colorado to the damn promised land, because look what he's done at Jackson State.
Yeah.
I kind of want him to stay at Jackson State. But I guarantee you this, I don't care how long that contract is at Colorado, the second a team from the state of Florida, like Power 5 team from the state of Florida calls him, he's gone.
Oh, yeah.
I promise.
If
I was Florida State, if Florida State didn't have Mike Norvell, Deion Sanders would be my first call.
I could see that. If you could make one hire for LSU, like anybody you want, who would you any type of hire? Head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, anything. Who would you hire?
I watched the TikTok and they were talking about a guy. There was a guy talking about baseball, and they're like, there should be a position on every coaching staff that is like a culture guy, like a former player who is just that he doesn't do much. He just sit there and it's for morale reasons, right?
Yeah.
Gets the people hyped up. This is the way, like, we're the San Francisco Giants. This is the way we play. This is the way we do things. This is how we do stuff here. Just to pump guys up. You're in the locker, in the dugout clapping, patting butts. You're that guy.
Somebody
right?
on the sidelines, a morale person.
Yeah. Give me a coach like that and, like, pick from a myriad of LSU players. Like, give me, like, a morale, like, team spirit type of coach, and give me, like, Tyrann Mathieu.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like every school should have that. Like,
every school should have that.
Like Texas.
But
Texas
the requirement, it has to be a former player.
Oh, okay. Well, if that wasn't a requirement, I was going to say Texas already has McConaughey literally on payroll. Like, they could just be like, hey.
He's the one exception.
He's the one.
He's the one. Texas gets McConaughey. Like,
yeah, that fits.
Give him them.
Uh-huh.
Or, like, A&M could get Johnny, obviously.
If I could hire one coach for A&M, I would go get, as their offensive coordinator, I'd go get Warren Ruggiero, who is a coach for offensive coordinator for Wake Forest. I want that offense. I want that mesh. I want that. Just give me that. Just give me that and somebody.
Who is Lane Kiffin's offensive coordinator right now? Because I love that offense they run at Ole Miss. Give me that shit at LSU, bro.
Yeah, I do like that, yeah.
Or, hell, you could go get Air Force's offensive coordinator because they're number one in rushing this year.
Which is crazy.
And they're number one in scoring defense because they run that triple option.
Brian says you can take our next OC because there's no way he sticks around for more than a year. I don't know, man.
Brian was telling me they haven't had the same three coaches come back for a season in 10 years.
That's a bad sign. That means something, Like, why is it a revolving door? to get our results, I'm going to need to do a quick little something real quick. So let me go here. And
also, I'm going to stick something in our Discord. It involves something we're going to talk about later in the show.
You have to send it to me directly. I left that. I was cleaning up my Discords lately, and I was like, it's only us. Like, if there's anything you need, just DM me directly. So DM me directly, please.
Yeah, it was kind of weird that we did have our own Discord.
Here we go. All right, and then we need... So our results from last week, by the way. Week 13. Results, me and you. I went 4-4, which was really crummy. North Carolina let me down. I don't know why I got a wild here and picked Cincy when I thought when Tulane was probably going to win that game. But I was just feeling Cincy. They've been the hot pick every time I picked them. Clemson did lose to South Carolina, which is pretty badass. Love to
I was
see
this
that.
damn close to picking South Carolina, too. I was like, I can see this shit happening.
I was tempted. I was really tempted.
But I went with the safe pick because Clemson was at home.
Oh, right, of course. No, I had the
also,
same thing.
that was South Carolina just snapped the longest home winning streak in the country.
Good on him. Hey, I'm glad that Spencer Rattler found somewhere that he's welcome, because it wasn't Oklahoma, you know?
Yeah, because those fans were god-awful to him.
Oh, I mean, they were so mean. Beavers
also, don't look at these
won.
messages just yet until we get to later in the show. Just letting you know.
All right, bet. Michigan did take it out over Ohio State, which is weird. If you missed last week, me and Spencer picked opposite. So originally I picked Ohio State, he picked Michigan. Then we talked about it a little bit, and then we were both like, you know what, actually, I think I want Michigan, I want Ohio State. So we swapped. That shit was cursed.
Should have stayed with Michigan.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I swapped, but they did pull it out. Obviously, looked very good. It's all right though, because they're going to lose to Purdue this weekend. You know how that shit goes.
You really believe that? You're really on the Boilermakers. Spoilermakers, as we like to call
all I'm saying is there's a chance, and it's a bigger chance than people want to admit. But yeah, currently I'm sitting at 65-37. Spencer is 63-39. Currently got a 2-game lead on you, and of course the score is kind of it's shifty. It's hard to make it happen, anything to change unless we actually go out and pick an upset. We're going to change the scoring system next year, I think. But 2 games back are you right now? So there we are.
I'm trying to find. There we go. I found the link I wanted. Bro, I just want the pictures. Like, this is a very nice tribute to this. But I just want the pictures. Yeah, let me.
What? No, sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the uniforms we're talking about.
Oh, okay. I was like, what are you looking at, actually?
I'm looking at the.
Well, I guess while you do that, I can go ahead and pull up our scores for next week and see who's playing. It's championship week, by the way.
Championship.
Utah and USC have just kicked off, by the way.
Army. They're playing tonight?
They're playing tonight, apparently. I didn't even realize.
What the fuck? All right, let's pick that one real quick. Championship weekend. I don't know if it's going to count toward our scores, but
yeah, it'll count.
We only got 10 games. Are we doing all the games? Are we doing all the conference?
We're doing the conference championships and Army Navy.
Hell yeah.
So
we
got
always pick opposite in that one.
Trojans at home.
As you can tell, folks. Trojans at home. Mm-hmm. Give me USC. Plus, we really need them to win.
Yeah.
Because I'll be goddamned if the first 2-loss playoff team is Alabama. I swear to God, if that shit happened.
Oh, seriously. I need USC. I need USC and Michigan to make it in for this to be a playoff I actually give a damn to watch. Like, please. I need Georgia,
Michigan, USC, TCU is the perfect playoff.
Yes, I will take that every time.
TCU, y'all gotta win, and y'all might need to win by 20 points.
Georgia's gonna win it all. Georgia's gonna win it all, but still, I want it to be fun along
Michigan's
the way.
Win it all.
Michigan might actually do it.
I think Georgia, Michigan's gonna be the natty, but I think Michigan wins.
Hey, natty's gonna be fun this year, whatever it's gonna be.
We'll get there.
I hope Georgia gets kicked out in the first round. We'll see what happens. Maybe they'll lose this weekend. I don't know.
If they lose this weekend, they're still in, bro.
Depending on how bad they lose, I don't know, man. I don't know.
They're not losing to us, bro. It's not happening.
All I'm saying is that makes A&M look great. Kansas State moved to the Big 12. Big 12 championship. K-State Horned Frogs is going to be an AT&T, basically a pseudo home game for TCU. They're not going to travel near as far. The Wildcats been a little scrappy this year. They've been winning games not supposed to. They were the first team to beat Oklahoma this year, and they have beaten a couple big teams along the way. Took care of Kansas last week. Took care of Baylor. Lost to Texas in a very close one. Gave the 48-0 goose egg to Oklahoma State. But this is a Kansas team that is very capable against a TCU team that has shown signs of slipping. Is this where TCU gets kicked out, do you think?
For the first time since the year 2003, a team wearing purple is going to win the Big 12 championship. That is a real stat, verifiable by facts. You can look it up.
That's insane to me.
Yeah, that is insane to me. I mean, there was only one purple team in the Big 12 for a long time, and that was Kansas State.
Right.
And that was when they had Darren Sproles, and they put a beat down on Oklahoma in the 2003 Big 12 championship. Anyway, but you also got to remember that for a long time, after TCU joined the Big 12, they didn't have a Big 12 championship. That's why TCU and Baylor were co-champions in 2014. Anyway,
that was a wild year.
That was nuts. Yeah. Look, TCU.
Oh.
Y'all got to win this game.
Yeah?
Y'all got to win. Here's the problem, though.
Vegas says TCU is a 1.5 favorite. So
I think Vegas is wrong.
Really?
Yeah, give me the Wildcats.
I'm taking the Wildcats, too.
I really don't want that to happen. Like, I cannot... Kansas State, I love you. I got the T-shirt hanging in my fucking closet. We've been semi-Kansas State fans on this channel for a while. Boy, I've never wanted y'all to lose a game more, bro. TCU, y'all gotta win. Y'all might need to win by a lot.
Well, listen. All I know is this is a K-State team that has been weird all year. Beating teams are not supposed to. Losing games are not supposed to. And typically when that happens and you're towards the end of the year, a team like TCU, who has shown signs of slipping all year, let big games come back to them after being under, being down rather, I don't like it.
TCU next year. I like that.
Yeah. And that's going to suck because it's going to let some other sneaky, boring team in the playoffs.
It'll be Ohio State. Bet money they do it. I'm fine with Ohio State. As long as it's not Alabama, I'm fine. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, because they'll just get killed by Georgia, and it'll be the winner of
Watch we get Ohio State, Michigan as the natty. Wouldn't that be fucking crazy?
Oh, that would be some weird fates. I don't know. I don't want that though. I've already seen that game. LSU and Georgia. It's going to be in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the home of the Falcons. It's going to be a big time CBS 3:00 matchup, SEC championship. Does LSU?
Also, I forgot to mention game day is in Dallas for the Big 12 in the morning.
Oh, good. That's a good spot for it. Georgia is a 17.5 point favorite in this one, and the over/under is 52. Take the under. What the fuck? Take the under. 52.
Bet the under.
But yeah, who you got in this one?
Georgia.
Yeah,
by a lot. Like, obviously, I want LSU to win. We're not.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not happening. We just got mollywopped by A&M.
Now, would you?
Yeah, the score was like 38-25. It was not that damn close.
No, it wasn't that close. Would you be making the case for LSU had LSU won like 30-10 or something like that this weekend?
Yeah.
You would.
I'd be arguing my case. Because we still have a chance to make the playoff. We would just have to win the SEC championship.
Yeah, but now they're just going in trying to.
Bro, think about this, though. Think about if we make that kick against Florida State and we win that game, and then we beat A&M. We're going to we would be a one-loss, beat Alabama, made it to the SEC championship, and our only loss is by like the second best team in the SEC.
If I'm being honest, bro, like that missed field goal just cursed the season. Like you make
really
that,
did.
you make that, everything is fine. I think they beat Florida State that day because they had all the momentum was shifting. They had that long 99-yard drive.
We went up 99 yards against that defense.
No, hell no.
And just fluke play.
LSU is
Georgia's gonna mollywop us, bro.
LSU is different this year. We'll move over to the American Athletic.
I expected us to suck. I thought we were going to be hot garbage. I thought we were going to be bad before the Florida State game, and then we lost the Florida State game, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah, you were defeated.
I'm done.
You were
I'm
so
done.
sad.
And then we lost then we kept winning games. I was like, what are we doing? And then we beat Alabama. We got mollywopped by Tennessee. And then we beat Ole Miss. And I was like, what is happening? And then we made it to the SEC Championship in Brian Kelly's first year. And I was like, what is going on?
Yep.
So, to me, it's a successful season, although we're not winning the SEC. We're going to play in, like, the Car Care Bowl or some shit like that.
So weird, man. We'll move over to the American Athletic. It's going to be the USC Knights, number 22, taking on the number 18 Green Wave Tulane, baby. Who you got, man?
Brian says, imagine betting against your own team and then being wrong. I'd love to be wrong. I'll lie to you.
Yeah. You bet against your own team, you win either way. Because if you win, the team wins. Oh, I'm happy my team won. You lost? That's okay. I made money.
Brian says, get you those 2 points. Can't risk it. Can't risk it. You said UCF and Tulane. Didn't they just play the other day?
They played 3 weeks ago.
And Tulane won. No, UCF won.
No, UCF won, yeah. 38-31.
Good game. I like both of these quarterbacks, John Rice Plumlee at UCF and Pratt is his last name at, I think it's Pratt or Platt at Tulane. I like this guy, Tulane.
Pratt.
I like seeing Tulane good. Pratt. I like seeing Tulane do good. I love to see New Orleans. You still got our scores up there, or did you change it already?
Oh, shit. Are they still there? I've just been showing the screen this whole time. Damn it. Hang on. Let's see.
It's all good.
Results.
Yeah, it's been sitting there. You changed it a second ago, but then it back to our scores.
I have had all this on screen. It just wasn't showing. Oh, well.
It's all good. Yeah. It's in New Orleans, right? Yeoman Stadium?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Give me Tulane. I love the city of New Orleans. I love that color scheme. I love that logo. That wave logo is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
That turquoise and like seafoam blue.
Yeah, you've been big on Tulane this year.
I like Tulane, bro. I've been to that stadium. This is very nice.
Was it really?
In 2017 when they played UH. They ended up winning that game. I didn't stay the whole time.
Yeah.
And the tickets were like $12. So.
Yeah, right. Well, why not, right?
The Uber ride to get to the stadium cost me more than the damn ticket.
Yeah. I'm taking the Knights. They beat them once at Tulane. They'll beat them again. Give me the Knights in this one. I know I took them last week.
This is the first time in school history that Tulane has played for a conference championship. That's why I'm picking them.
Hey, I think I do hope they win. It just my gut tells me UCF's got this one. I think they beat them once in the same place. I don't know.
Did you know that Tulane has an SEC championship?
Yes, I do. I do know that. All right, let's see. Tulane, Spencer.
How many SEC championships does Tulane have?
All right, my boy. Now here's an interesting one.
They have 3 SEC championships, which is more than 7 current SEC members.
Stop.
They have more than Arkansas, Kentucky, Mississippi State,
you
Mizzou, South Carolina, A&M, and Vanderbilt.
You can stop right there. It's not important.
Tulane go back to the SEC.
Yeah, seriously. What if they did? What if that actually happened?
I'd love it.
Let's move over to the Big Ten. Purdue, the Boilermakers is going to be against Michigan, and it will be, where's this game taking place? Is Lucas
Indianapolis,
Oil?
Lucas Oil.
Yeah. Okay, so this would be a
Big
fun.
Ten championship's always at Lucas Oil.
Mm-hmm.
Has been for years. That doesn't change anytime soon.
The Spoilermakers or just the regular old Purdue? Who are we getting this weekend?
We'll see, because it's unranked Purdue versus a ranked team, and Purdue likes it when you got a funny little number team name because they like beating people who are ranked.
Yeah. You got a crooked number. We loves that. That.
But let Purdue get a crooked number next to their name. Forget about it. You beat them.
It's a curse.
Ranked Purdue is cursed. They can't win. They can't beat nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
I truly think this Purdue
might have a chance.
This
Purdue
program just gets off on like completely destroying seasons.
They are the season interrupters of the Big Ten. They are the Mississippi State of the Big Ten.
They're just in there.
And have they played? They didn't play Michigan this year, did they? I don't think so.
That's a good question. I don't think they did.
I don't think they did either.
No, they didn't.
So you look at everything, it's like Purdue might have a chance. I'm going to be real honest with you. I don't think so. I think I'm going to go Michigan, and I don't think it's close.
Their ranked wins were against Illinois, who was at 21. That was at Illinois, and at 21 Minnesota. Other than that, they haven't won any ranked games. Close lost to Penn State early, but
yeah, they should have won that game. I watched that game; it pissed me the fuck off. Yeah, give me Michigan by a lot.
Give me Michigan too, for one reason and one reason only. It's indoors. If it was outdoors, I think I might take Purdue in this one. But it'd be indoors, so they'll be cozy.
If it was in the snow, give me Purdue.
Yeah, same.
Like if it was going to be outside and we knew it was going to be snowing, Purdue. But
now this is not to be fun. We got Clemson and North Carolina ACC Championship. It is sponsored by Subway, apparently. And it is going to be who's the underdog here? Looks like the Tar Heels are over a touchdown underdog, 7.5 underdog in this one. Although they are showing them, they're playing as the home team. It'll be in North Carolina, but
they don't play a neutral site for this one. That's weird.
They play Bank of America Stadium, which is
where the Panthers play.
So it is neutral site.
De facto home game for the Tar Heels.
Right. 7 o'clock kickoff.
They're 7.5 point dogs.
And Drake May, he's got a chip on his shoulder. They did lose last week to NC State in overtime. And they also lost to Georgia Tech, which was crazy. I can't believe that. So
that was nuts.
I don't know. Because I think it comes down to Drake May. Because DJ Uiagalelei is good, but he has not been excellent.
He's been mid all year.
He's been mid. So I don't know.
Clemson's coming off this demoralizing loss to South Carolina.
You
lose to your biggest rival by 1 point. Snap the longest home winning streak in the country. Hadn't lost to them in a long time. And, North Carolina, we've been big on North Carolina for years because we love Mac Brown. I love what they're doing. We loved, what was his name? Sam Howell.
Sam Howell, yeah.
I love that dude. And I like Drake May, too. And it's cool that he's playing against his buddy that plays the running back at Clemson that wears number 1. I can't think of the kid's name.
Yeah.
It's dope. Haven't watched a lot. I've seen highlights of these teams, and the little bit of Clemson I've watched does not give me a lot of faith in them. I'm going to risk these points. Give me the Tar Heels.
Ooh, interesting.
I just think this is going to be like a shootout, but it depends on which DJ Uiagalelei shows up for this game. If it's the one that showed up against like NC State when they had to switch him for Cade Klubnik, or Wake Forest, or South Carolina,
or Syracuse,
or Syracuse, it'd be the Tar Heels. But
yeah.
I think of Syracuse, they started 6-0 and now they're 6-6.
Yeah, and
give me the Tar Heels.
Yeah, I like Drake May. I think that he very well could have a bounce back game here. But here's the difference in these teams. Clemson loves to play defense. North Carolina does not. And the other part of it is that North Carolina also in recent years, since at least in the Matt Brown era over there, they have been great until that first or second loss, and then they just skid. Like they lose momentum as soon as that streak is broken. So because they are coming off of a loss like this, because it is the end of the year, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I'm taking a safe pick. I'm going with the Tigers.
Yeah. I've been taking a lot of safe picks this year, but like I have nothing to lose because I'm probably not going to gain these points back. So let me try a little bit. Think about it. If I wouldn't have picked freaking I'd be 18 right now.
You'd be balling if you hadn't just taken Oregon week 1.
Sure.
Damn it!
I was confident. Like
we had a really close game leading up to it, but the bowl games are going to throw everything out because the bowl games are all going to be tosses. Like that's going to throw everything for a loop. And then our final pick of the week, which is actually a pick for next week, which is our bye week, but it's going to be the Army-Navy game. And that is the week of December 6th. Actually, it's going to be December 10th of that Saturday. It's going to be on CBS. They get a CBS spot. You'll love to see that. 2 o'clock kickoff. It's going to be the midshipmen at Army. And it's going
I get the CBS spot because there's no other college football game today.
Precisely. Lincoln Financial Field. It'll be in Philly, so this is going to be this is truly America's game of the week. NFL always says that, but this is truly the game of the week. And Vegas had this shit almost right down the line. They got Army as a 1.5-point favorite, probably because they are the home team, but it's still a neutral site.
What's the records? I don't even know what the records are. I know Army's doing better than Navy.
Midshipmen are 4-7. The Black Knights are 5-6.
Okay. Yeah. For those of you that don't know, obviously you can see we're Army Navy in this piece. Mm-hmm. Brian, we've probably explained this to you. I don't know if we have yet. But I always cheer for Navy because my dad and a bunch of my cousins on my dad's side were in the Navy. Daryl always cheers for Army because his dad was in the Army. His wife's dad was in the Army.
Yeah, we're all Army people, so.
Yeah, they've always been Army, so it's just always been Army. This is the only rivalry we give a damn about.
We celebrate the rivalry, you know.
Brian's just like, I'm out here with Air Force as my military team. Air Force was good this year, man.
Throw in Air Force's game, make it a triple threat game, you know.
Yeah, it's weird because like the Air Force Academy is in Colorado, right? So they're in the Mountain West, but then Navy is Annapolis, Maryland, and West Point's in New York. So it's like, you know, but hey, Army, join a conference. Be in the same conference as Navy. Join the American, because I want to see that one year when y'all both go in the air and the conference championship decider comes down between the Army and Navy. I want to see that happen.
Hell yeah.
Imagine Army and Navy are undefeated and you're waiting on that game to decide who's going to the conference championship.
That'd be so badass.
It wouldn't even be that. If they were both undefeated, they would play and then they would play in the conference championship again. Yeah. Because the AAC doesn't have divisions anymore. So please let that happen. I would love to see that, like some back in the day type stuff.
What a story.
Or Army, y'all join the MAC. Y'all are in New York, like, you know, Buffalo's and y'all join the MAC. That'd be cool.
Yeah, what the hell not?
Yeah, if you want to watch about the quickest football game you're ever going to watch in your life, turn this puppy on.
Hey, watch the clock. The clock won't stop in this game.
Clock ain't going to stop. They both run the triple option.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, Navy won a game without completing a pass. Yeah. So,
and the
beautiful.
And the story is, by the way, they can't really have guys big enough on the offensive line to like block long enough for a pass or like a big time pass play, because in the military you have to run so damn much. Nobody can keep the weight on to actually be a quality offensive lineman. So they just run every single play because they're all fast. They all run like hell, and then they and they just.
You genuinely could like pick anybody on that team, like, hey, you're playing running back today, and you'd probably be fine.
Right, exactly. Like, they take the biggest bone. They take the biggest boned guys and put them on the offensive line, but like, you know, but it'll be a fun game to watch. You'll see a lot of formations you don't ordinarily see. There's going to be a lot of trickery. There's going to be a handful of passes. You know,
there might be less than 5 combined.
There might be. Like,
what's the over under on passes in this game? What's the
So here's a fun stat for you. The Army quarterback, a gentleman named Cade Ballard, on the year has passed for 335 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Jeez Christ. How many passing attempts is that? That's like one game.
He's 18 for 36. 1 game worth of
Jesus. That's 1 game worth of stats right there. Mm-hmm. What about the Navy quarterback? I don't know nothing about Navy.
He's 42 for 91 at 787 yards. They throw the ball a little bit more. They like to throw a little bit of a play action here and there, it looks like. But yeah, it's going to be physical. It's going to be a very X's and O's type
see, like,
game.
You would expect these teams to be like the best play action team in the country. Mm-hmm. Like, you've got to be. You run the ball this damn much out of these crazy formations. You like your fake game has got to be on point, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
you
gotta. Do you remember when the Citadel played Alabama?
Yes, I was just about to say, whenever they went halftime 10-10 against Alabama, unranked Citadel came in there and just ran all over them. It was crazy.
Yeah, because they were in a triple option too. Yeah. I think the Citadel might be a military.
Bama was like, I don't know what we're doing. Like, there were so many missed assignments because it just looks you never see in SEC play or in Power 5 play much. You know,
I'm gonna say this about the NFL. I'm gonna swap. Do you remember 2008 when the Dolphins ran the Wildcat and they confused everybody and they were beating the dog at everybody? Mm-hmm. I promise you, if there was an NFL team who committed to running trick plays like 40%, like 35-40% of their time, dominate the league. I promise you.
Yeah, probably so.
And it's probably the same for college football, especially in the SEC. If like somebody crazy like Ed Orgeron, Mike Leach, or Lane Kiffin, or whoever was like, all right, we're doing it. Give me that Chris Peterson Boise State bullshit. But really committed and really practiced that shit, they'd run roughshod over everybody.
Yeah, and it's like I'm
picking Navy, by the way.
Oh yeah, our Army by 50. give me Army by 3 touchdowns, maybe. But no,
Navy by 1,000,000.
Hey, the final score of this game is going to be like 20-17, probably. It's going to be so low scoring.
Maybe whatever the over and under is, take the under.
Always take the under. But no, man, I totally agree. And like, and it's like, we talk about Magic a lot, but like the meta game in football is always changing. Like for the longest time, it was about having a pro style offense and like a quarterback sitting back, protecting the pocket, finding these open looks. Then it becomes like, well, you want a mobile quarterback because you want to be able to get out in space and throw the ball. So it's just constantly changing, man. But yeah, I agree. If someone were to commit to that, I feel like that would be extremely fun to watch. And it'd probably be very successful. So
it would.
But you sent me some uniforms, I think.
I did. You got to look at Navy's first. Navy. Every year Army Navy game, they always do cool uniforms honoring something that's going on in the military.
Oh, I just saw it. Hang on a minute. Let's see. So you said Navy first?
Navy first. You have to do Navy first. I sent you the link for Navy. I haven't sent you the link yet.
Ooh.
Navy this year is oh,
hang on, I clicked the wrong one first. Here we go.
Wrong one.
What we got here?
Look to the stars and dream of the unknown.
Ooh.
Navy this year are wearing uniforms inspired by NASA.
Oh, I love it.
Hand-painted helmets like they do every year. A few years ago, they had the battleships on there.
Ooh. I gotta watch this game just for the uniforms. That helmet, though.
That helmet is nice. It matches the hat I'm wearing. Funny enough.
Wait,
and I wore this hat because it's got the American flag in it because I bought it on the 4th.
Wait just a second here. I gotta see this helmet close up. Look at that. It's got NASA just straight up on the side.
Yeah. Hand-painted helmets.
Hand-painted.
Yes, sir. They do it every year. Hand-painted helmets.
I love it. The moon. Did you see the fucking moon? Hang on, I gotta see a close-up of this. Navy,
the moon on the side of the helmet.
Helmets, 2022 moon, NASA.
I hope it doesn't show you the Army ones because these Army ones are genuinely some of my favorite uniforms they've ever done.
This is
genuinely
fucking cool. Hang on. Oh, this is amazing. I don't want to save it here. Open image new tab. There we go. Look at this. Look at this.
These are amazing looking.
I mean, the moon, the astro. This is so cool, and they're gonna get all scuffed up in the game. Damn it!
I know. And they always auction these off for good causes.
Oh man, that'd be a cool thing to have. That would be a cool thing to hunt down and have.
I'd love to have one.
Yeah, seriously.
Now,
all right.
Let me show you. Now go look at Armies.
Okay.
Genuinely, these are probably my favorite uniform show.
Say that again.
This is the best Army Navy uniform combination they've ever done. Army this year is wearing uniforms honoring the 1st Armored Tank Division from World War II. Let me tell you, these are some of my favorite they've ever done.
Ooh. Look at this.
1st Armored Tank Division. Oh my God.
That's filthy. Look at that.
With the mud splatter. Oh my God.
Oh, that's clean. Hell, I gotta watch this game just for these uniforms, dog.
Bro, I literally had a picture of the Army guy of one of the press release pictures. Oh, he's just standing there.
Yeah.
And it's dark behind him. I this dude in the video. I literally had him as the background. 3 days after I saw this.
I love the number font, by the way. I realize it's like an homage to the tank, but that number font looks so good with that.
It really does. And like these colors go so well together. That like OD green and the tan.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, hell, look at the
Genuinely
gloves.
some of
The gloves. Did you see that shit?
I haven't. Yes, the gloves are nasty, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna watch every minute of this game. I just want to soak up the uniforms the entire time.
Yeah, these are genuinely these are probably my favorite uniforms I've shown you. And that's crazy because these are like, I love uniforms.
Yeah.
And just I've never seen a college football team do a uniform quite like this.
This is truly one of the best we've ever seen on the show.
Yeah.
And we've looked at a lot of uniforms, but this is incredible.
We really have. This is probably my favorite one.
Oh, dude.
Will says, I'm here. I made it. What I missed. The whole
What's
show.
Up, Willie? Spencer and I are taking K-State over number 4 TCU. That's the big thing you missed, is that we're taking that upset, both of us.
Everything else is pretty academic except me picking North Carolina.
Yeah.
Over Clemson. But dude, that like OD green and yellow. Like as I've gotten older, like when I first moved up here, I'm starting to like kind of OD green and tan and like kind of field colors. Yeah. Like I have a Yeti that it's sand. The color's called sand, and it's just a tan, and I love the way it looks.
I gotta say, that was by far the best uniform matchup I think we've ever had on the show. That was so cool. Yeah.
And Army Navy is good every year.
Yeah. I think Navy's helmets took the cake, but the overall look of the Army one was just so clean.
The mud splatter,
the splatter and that yellow. Oh god, so good.
It's one of the best things I've ever seen on a football uniform.
Dude, hell yeah. Oh, that was badass.
It really was. I just wanted to show you that. The day I saw it, I was like, I wanted to show it to you immediately, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, always just wait, right?
Dude, I was like, oh, I gotta go buy us like the shirts that they sell. Cause like, I don't know if you can see it. You can buy the jersey.
Yo, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I may have to add to my Christmas list. You feel me?
Dude, I kind of want this hoodie. This hoodie is badass.
Oh, I like that.
I like that a lot. But too bad it's Nike and they don't have like the crazy big sizes. This one's good too. This was the one with the same logo as the gloves.
Oh, that is so cool. That is so badass. Damn.
It's the yellow
they got some big savings too. This is not advertised. We're just like, ooh.
Yeah. But yeah,
that's badass.
Favorite, like obviously I want Navy to win the game, but like,
amazing.
If I could pick a winner based on uniforms, it would be.
Yeah, no kidding.
Army.
Yeah, I think so. I think if nothing else, Army does win the uniform battle there. But we'll see what happens. They gonna win the game too, though. That's all I'm saying.
Navy by 50.
Yeah, hell no, dog.
That's a lie. Navy don't ever score 50 points in a game.
Yeah. Maybe, but
you remember last year when it was like Army and Wake Forest played each other and put like 60 on them?
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah.
That doesn't usually happen when we're talking about military academies.
What an anomaly, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
My wife just got home on her phone.
Gotcha. Ooh, that boy Trey shit.
What's up, fellas?
All right, Trey.
You should show him the uniforms.
Yeah,
He's an Army guy.
Since you're here, you have to see this football uniform. Tell me this don't make you wet immediately. Hang on a minute. Let me pull this up.
Tell me this isn't one of the best things you've ever seen.
The uniforms the Army are wearing this week, brother. It's an homage.
Honoring the first tank division from World War II.
Yes, look at this. What an amazing looking uniform. And
he says he likes your Army shirt.
Thanks, man. And the way
it's Army Navy week for us.
Yeah, Army and Navy play in 2 weeks, and we made the pick this week because there's no other games that weekend.
Yeah, and it's the only rivalry we care about.
I gotta get one of these shirts, bro. I gotta get one.
I really do.
You know what I mean? Like, damn, it looks so good.
I want one.
So badass. I love how the shoes and the socks match the bottom half, and the helmet matches the top half.
Yeah, I love that. And the paint splatter on the mud
splatter.
splatter on the gloves looks good.
Amazing.
It's so nice. And I love how there's a little red and blue, like the tank logo, like just little pops of color.
Mm-hmm.
Like it looks like it reminds me if you've ever worked like so like if you get one of those known place to get go on Fanatics.
Fanatics, is that where it is?
Yeah, you can, and it'll be branded too. It'll be Nike like you, or you can get the Navy ones and they'll be Under Armour. But
Trace said that'll dampen some drawers. No, man.
I agree.
Yeah, seriously.
Now that Navy is Under Armour and Army is Nike, I feel like Air Force needs to be Adidas. They're Nike. They really need to switch to Adidas.
Complete the triangle.
Yeah, or they switch to Jordan. Go to Jordan.
Or Jordan.
I feel like if there was one that was going to do it, it'd be Army.
Yeah.
Army they would go to Jordan brand.
Yeah. And then the Citadel can go whichever one's left over.
They go to Russell. They
could be Russell.
I think the Citadel's a Nike school.
I think so too. Which they should be.
I think they are a military academy because like with a name like the Citadel.
Well, let's find out.
You gotta be.
Oh, by the way, Trey, this is the Navy helmet. They're doing a tribute to NASA, so they have like a hand-painted astronaut on one side, NASA and the moon on the other side.
You know the Coast Guard has an academy. They have a team too. They play like Division 3, I think. Division 2, Division 3.
Subdivision, Southwestern Conference as 1906. Yes, I have a night blocker. Get over it. Military College in South Carolina. Yes, it is a military college. Yeah. Okay.
I thought so.
That explains everything.
Tress says, gosh, everyone came out drippy. Yeah, they do that every year. Yeah. Army, Navy, they always come out with new uniforms.
It's amazing. I love it.
Different division of the Air Force wears some badass uniforms throughout the year too. I remember they did the ones with the shark teeth on the helmet, like from the old fighter jets.
Yeah, that was cool. I do remember that. Yeah,
and all gray. Badass.
They always go all out, which is awesome. That Army Navy that would be really fun to be at.
Yeah, I want us to go one year. Also, I saw a thing on Reddit, and like I don't know if it's like perfect,
Brian.
Like it's perfect, but it's also a little bit Space Force team win. I mean, I think it was Air Force or maybe Space Force uniform this year. One of the military academies wore some space, or it might have been UCF maybe because they always do it.
I think it was UCF. One of them.
Because I feel like we might have talked about them.
UCF had this as their space uniform.
Well, because UCF does a space uniform every year.
Yeah.
But I want to say it was like Army or I want to say it was Navy did a specific uniform for the Space Force.
Navy Space Force uniform.
I could be wrong.
Football. We'll see what Google says about that.
It could have been Army or Air Force. I'm not entirely.
Was this it?
Yes.
It was it, wasn't
there
it?
You go.
Yeah.
I don't know if we talked about this.
Did we not talk about it?
But they look badass.
Open imagery tab. Okay, so they did do this. This is a thing for sure. USSF, yeah.
And I guess I just forgot about it.
That's so cool. I had no clue.
Yeah. I probably meant to show you. Yeah, it was Air Force that wore it.
It was Air Force. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense the Air Force will wear these. Yeah, I guess I meant to show you these and I never did. I wonder
if they won that game.
I don't know. They might have. They have the best rushing offense in the country. And they have one of the best rushing, I think, scoring defense. I think they're...
You can't tell me the Space Force logo isn't just a big homage to Star Trek. That's absolutely the Star Trek
definitely
logo.
Is.
Like it totally
100%
is. Right?
Is.
It's just the arrow pointing up. Like we're going that way. Like it's not that subtle. Amazing.
But yeah.
Well, guys,
all right.
It has been a hell of a week. It's been a hell of a year. What's going to happen next is the conference championships will take place this weekend. That will be fun. We will have a
also,
good time.
Can we get a score update on Utah USC?
The score update there is... I'm looking for it. It is. USC is currently at 14-3, so our pick's looking real good. And they're in the second quarter right now. USC scored twice in the first quarter. So
Trey says, "Hang on, let me drive to Utah." You actually driving?
You might be. You might be. He drives a lot. But what's going to happen next is we will be taking a bye week. So next week, the only game is the Army-Navy game. So instead of having a whole show for picking that, we just went in and picked Army-Navy this week. We'll take a bye week next week, and then after that, we'll be back to pick all the bowl games and then all the New Year's or the playoff games as well. Then after that has taken place and we get to the actual championship, we'll have a championship finale, and that'll be that.
And then we'll see y'all for college basketball.
Yeah. Which I will totally watch. All the games.
Every game. Anyway. Oh, also, the Rose Bowl committee, organization signed a thing that is going, Little man was chill enough for hopping live to see y'all. We missed you too.
We missed you too, man. You were our only fan for years. Just pop in every week, check on us. Don't even know nothing about college football.
Yeah. And back then, we didn't even used to be live. Our first season, uploaded straight to YouTube.
It was.
But the Rose Bowl signed a thing. We were going to get a 12-team playoff. It's back.
Wait,
it's been pushed forward a year.
You guys say all that again. It cut out on you. Go ahead.
The Rose Bowl committee organization signed a thing that is going to let the 12-team playoff start in 2023-2024.
That's official?
So that's official. That's it. That's on the books.
Oh my God.
First round is top 4 get a bye. Second round is games on home games for the higher seeds.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Please, let me get the American playing at Alabama.
Oh,
come on, buddy.
Seriously,
I need it.
Seriously,
give me a Tulane or a UCF or give me a Boise when they get back good. Oh, I need it.
God,
bro.
it's gonna be so much fun. College football is gonna be so much fun.
Speaking of Boise, they're playing Fresno and you see.
College football is gonna.
Why not lower seeds get home? They do. Top four get a bye. The other games happen.
Oh, to balance. That's not a thing in college football. There is no balance. What do you mean balance? We don't believe in that in college football.
This isn't college basketball.
That's why the better teams get the better players. But now, actually, because NIL, it's the highest paying teams to get the best players.
Yeah. Also, I know we talked about this in text. I have officially decided my stance on whether conferences should have divisions. Yes, 100% they should always have divisions. Yeah. People are talking about, it's not a very interesting game that it's Michigan and Purdue and not Michigan and Ohio State again. Ohio State had that chance and they lost. Yeah. Why is it fair to Michigan that
they take care of their business?
They did what they have to do. Now they're going to play the team they just in. No, why does that don't make sense. But that's what it's going away from.
Hey, I'm just waiting for the year that Purdue. I'm just waiting for the year that Purdue puts it together and is constantly that team in the Big Ten on the other side.
I'm waiting on the year when Oklahoma and UT.
Hey, I'm ready for UC. I'm ready for USC and UCLA to pop in there and be that team every year. I can't believe that's happening.
They're going to be like 2012 A&M. I'm telling you.
They might.
The first couple seasons, I think USC and UCLA might light it up over there.
Yeah, they might. Hey, which is fine with me.
One year we're gonna come down and we're gonna be watching 5-6 Michigan and 5-6 UCLA fighting for bowl eligibility. Or 5-6, not Michigan. Michigan's probably gonna be good.
They're gonna be.
We're gonna be watching 5-6 Michigan State and 5-6 UCLA trying to get a bid to the Humanitarian Bowl.
I still stand by the fact that the Big 12 should have just stayed at 8 teams and been the Loco Ocho.
I agree with you.
Yeah, that would have been so much more fun.
I just play everybody in your conference.
Better chance for everybody to get in.
Also, this is what I was going to say before. I don't know if this is a genius idea, but I also think it's a smidge disrespectful. But it could be, but some people could see it as honorable. Army-Navy game in 2041. is on the 100th anniversary of Pearl Harbor. Because they always play it the first weekend of December.
That's true.
December 7th is a Saturday. They should play it in Hawaii instead of Philly.
I bet you that's exactly what happened. Like, I think you just predicted.
I saw that on
future.
Reddit earlier, and I was like, that needs to happen.
That person predicted the actual future. Like, there's no way that
Start
doesn't
booking
happen.
that right now.
Book it. Like, there's no way that doesn't happen now.
Yeah, like, that has to happen.
Yeah.
Like,
There's places. I mean, there's football fields in Hawaii. It's not like it's just a place out there. Like, they're
play at Hawaii Stadium
Exactly.
and just paint the end zones a different color.
exactly. That'd be
Like,
amazing.
you have the time to plan it. You have like 20 you have like
years.
19 years. Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
But yeah. Army Navy 2041. Play it on December 7th, which is a Saturday and the first Saturday in December. 100th year anniversary of Pearl Harbor.
I'll give it to me.
Play it in
Hey,
Hawaii,
by the
please.
way, this is going to sound really dumb. This has nothing to do with football, but it has to do with Hawaii. Have you ever looked at a map, like an actual globe map, and seen just how fucking far Hawaii is physically from the United States?
Hawaii is very far.
Because the way they do it on the maps is they paste Hawaii like kind of down here in the corner, and you're like, oh, it's just off the coast of California. That motherfucker's like halfway across the sea. Like it's like almost as close to Japan as it is to us. Like it's fucking.
The amount of people
out
who
there.
think.
Is it really,
Yeah,
Brian? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
dude.
have no
Like
clue.
when I went to Australia, they were like, we were supposed to go to New Zealand, and I'd been on my trips before, but we couldn't get some of the guides, so we on the trip 2 weeks to 3 weeks. But when I mentioned that we were supposed to go to New Zealand, I was like, go there by boat, taking over. I was like, what?
Yeah, no shit, right?
And they were like, no, it'd have to be a flight. And I was like,
It's really gonna take
but
that.
yeah, dude, Hawaii's really fun. Hawaii, like, if we're really get on some like geopolitical type stuff, Hawaii should not be U.S. We should give Hawaii their state back, bro. We should give them their country back.
gotta give them a refund.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at how
Canada, y'all can have
Alaska.
Alaska too. Canada, y'all can have Alaska. I have an idea, right? We need less states.
Google Earth is crashing the street.
North,
Go ahead.
North, South Dakota. Close that shit. That's too much. North, South Dakota. Y'all don't exist no more. Y'all just one Dakota.
Just
North, South
Dakota.
Carolina. Y'all just Carolina.
Yeah.
Virginia, West Virginia. Y'all just Virginia.
And then we got to split Texas up. We get North Texas and South Texas.
No, Texas can stay. I firmly believe the United States is too big.
It's too damn big.
When you think about the size of the United States compared to, it's huge.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, so
There's your show, folks.
right.
Hope you
Make
enjoyed.
DC a state.
I hope you enjoyed our geographical history lesson right just now. And
Speaking of Trey's in the chat, I remember when I would tell him back in the day when we were in high school in Mr. Bishop's class.
Yeah.
I would talk about going on my trips, and he would. Trey said, "What the freedom was happening," and he would always clown on me. He was like, "Yeah, you went there on Google."
You at what now? Say that again.
He claimed that I went the trips that I've been on overseas. He joked that I saw them on Google Earth, that I didn't really go.
Oh yeah, that's how you made your trip.
Which is 100% some Trey shit. Like,
Yeah. Well, this week to close the show, we would like to end with the Pledge of Allegiance. So go ahead, please. Dun, 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 dun. That's the Pledge of Allegiance is the national anthem.
also, the U.S. is in the World Cup, by the way.
Hey, we
We're
are.
to the round of 16.
Boy, I sure care. I don't give a fuck about soccer. Could not care less. I catch the
Steven
dead
says,
end.
I catch the dead end. Yes, sir.
You did.
Sorry about that.
The end is just the beginning.
Sometimes I hate this country, and I'm like, this country sucks. The USA Cup winning, or we're winning the Olympics, and I'm like, red, white, and blue, baby.
That's right, baby. Freedom. Hell yeah. That's really what it is to be an American nowadays. You're just like, man, this place sucks. Then something happens and you're like, USA, motherfucker, freedom. Like it's the funniest shit.
But also, Kim, I know I keep going on tangents. Can we let's really talk? If the United States actually gave a damn about soccer, nobody else would win the World Cup again. We would win that shit every year. We win soccer in the Olympics and we win the World Cup.
Yeah, they call Tyreek Hill and be like, "Hey man, we got to teach you how to play soccer in a week," and they just send Tyreek Hill out there to win the game himself.
LeBron, give me LeBron at goalie.
Yeah. Well, actually,
like,
LeBron.
Imagine if American athlete, like, give me like LeBron at goalie, and then give me like Derrick Henry and some other big ass running back at like backfield.
I don't know, man. That's a level of cardio NFL players might not even have, honestly.
It don't matter. Nobody's stopping. What did I tune back into as I said the manga? Damn it, Will! Now you're making me hungry. I wanted to go to Mullen so bad the other day when I
that sounds good,
which is also very good. But man, I haven't had Mongolia.
Oh, that sounds really good. I gotta go eat now. Spencer, can I end the show already before you go on to the tangent about fucking?
No, we're gonna talk about the Mongols. So Genghis Khan.
God damn it.
Anyway,
thank you for joining us on the Geographical History Lessons podcast. I've been Daryl. This has been Spencer. We are your hosts. We will be gone next week, but the week after that, we'll be back to call all the bowl games. We'll talk about all the bullshit that happens. We're going to talk about a bunch of bowl games that you or your mom don't care about. That's right. And we will talk about other random history and geographical facts as well, because this is really the Tangent Podcast. So y'all be good. Enjoy your weekends. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, I suppose. It is December now. Take care.
I mean, they're going to see us before the holidays. But
well, our viewers that don't see us before the holidays.
We love you.
We love you. Autobots.
Tell your mama I said I love her.
And tell... I'm not going to make that joke. Y'all be good. We'll see you next time. Have yourselves...
Will says Autobots roll out.
Autobots roll out.